It'd be hilarious if we actually get a Feitoria here.
Portuguese.
Best 19 months of my life.
What is this map gen? All right, people, welcome to game number 2 between Mr. Yo and TheViper, a T90 Series 8, only 3 years after T90 Series 7. If people really enjoy this, if they like the no-wall mod, if they like the settings, we will, of course, bring this back and do more of it. Viper has, he got to choose what civilization he would play with. The viewers voted for Teutons and Portuguese. So Viper's gone for Portuguese, and then Mr. Yo has Teutons on a hybrid map, where you would have to say Portuguese are favored.
Quick question, where's the transporter of the Viper?
They're scouting with it, and I realize people are saying it says it's a
at the
Hunwar.
side.
I'll fix that, guys. Thank you for letting me know. Still getting used to the new system here. But yeah, I guess they're scouting for now to see what the map looks like.
That's very interesting. Now, obviously, Portuguese, way better when it comes to water fight. So now Mr. Yo would ideally dock on the other kind of lake / half river than the Viper.
Ah, that's a good point. Yeah, so you have to choose sides if you're going to dock. We could easily have a situation where both players go for some type of water control, but that control is only going to control one side. And in the middle, there's a lot of stone, and there's a lot of gold, and there's quite a bit of gold and stone at home as well. That could favor Teutons if the game is even, to maybe get some castles up in the middle. Like, crenellation castles all over this map might make it difficult for the Viper to push.
Yeah, but that's something for the future.
Exactly.
Combat Cannon's obviously a lovely unit that Portuguese would love to go for. It doesn't really work. Something we have to mention, right? Megarandom, obviously always a very wild start. This time, 3 villagers, 1 scout, and this 1 transporter. Therefore, you're housed from the beginning. And Mr. Yo actually managed to squeeze in Loom here. So he is half a villager behind, but Loom ahead.
Ah, I didn't realize Viper didn't get Loom. That's pretty standard, right? To get Loom with your pop cap. That's why Mayans get Loom. That's why, well, Chinese get Loom because they don't have food for villagers at the start of standard games. Okay. Well, I'll say this. I'm really happy that they didn't get a map with a shortage of resources. I like Megarandom, but I hate it when there's 2 sheep and 1 boar. And that's it.
Trusted sneaky villager, what's happening here?
Where?
Mr. Yo, he transported a villager to the center? Why?
What? Wait, what? Excuse me? Where
Fast
at?
forward, maybe?
Oh.
I'm at 520.
Okay. Nilly can see the future. I saw the train. I forgot we're a little bit behind. Oh, okay. So maybe just for the dock position, and Viper sees that now with his transport. I'm caught up now. Thank you for pointing that out, because otherwise it would have looked pretty bad.
And I think that's poor scouting by Mr. Yo.
Yeah?
This transporter.
To use the transport like that, or just to not see what's up?
To not look where the Viper docked.
Yeah. He hasn't done that at all. It's almost like he wants to use this thing. I mean, you should use it, but at the high level, using it to scout makes more sense. Maybe, do you think he saw Viper's transport, and a small part of him believes that Viper transported something over here? Because he seems really intent on looking at that area.
I'm not really sure. I'm not the biggest fan. What you want to do now is actually you want to put your transporter between the fishing ship and the dock.
Yeah. Viper's not done that. What's up?
Maybe he landed also because he wanted to be close to shorefish. There weren't a lot of good dock spots for him with good shorefish.
That's true, because the shorefish on the left side, you know what? I think you called it, Nilly. Also, the other thing about docking here is if Viper patrols in with fire galleys and feudal, he's going to hit this dock first, and it's going to be awkward for Viper to run through this choke point or sail through this choke point. So I don't hate the dock position. He is a little bit further away from his base, but having the transport certainly helped there. Viper at home, pushing in deer. Both players have been doing that. And Feudal Age, if they're going for water control, which is somewhat standard on maps with deep fish, it's got to be coming in soon for both.
Yeah, and both players making it a really tight opening here. There was not a lot of food. Heavily going on long distance berries here is Mr. Yo. Can click up now. The Viper as well. Nice openings by both with very limited options.
Yeah, good work. And here's Yo with the transport, as you said, just to block the fishing ships and be super annoying. Both scouts in the middle. The Feudal Age times are so close. And in terms of fishing ships, it's 4 for Yo, and it is 5 for Viper, which is interesting. Viper has 26 villagers according to my overlay, and that includes the fishing ship count. So he definitely didn't have the best start with his vill production.
Well, simply Mr. Yo got half the villager there. And the Viper actually goes to the left-hand side to build another dock. That's so interesting to me.
And normally you'd expect players to double down so they don't lose their side. Is he going to go 1 dock left, 2 dock right? Can he afford that right now? He does? Wait a second. Well, does Viper see that? If Viper was paying attention, he could see it. Yo has used his transport again, and he's probably going to build another dock here, Nilly.
And that's also the blocky type if you want to look at control. I think Mr. Yo, he will go for a lot of demos there as well. And, well, Viper now with the split docks, I think he might even lose water. Although he should win it with a better civilization.
Yeah, you can send less to gold because all of your gold units are less expensive with Portuguese. So he is going 1 fire galley on the right. We'll see if Viper can hold.
The extra HP on the demos and the fire galleys.
Yeah,
so he should win all the 1v1s.
If this game goes longer and shifts to land, that's where Teutons start to become a threat. To everyone who voted for Teutons, you really put Mr. Yo at a disadvantage here on a hybrid map. But 2 docks on the right for Yo. I'm really curious to see how this goes. I feel like this is a typical Viper play, to just try and get by with a little bit less on the right, and gain an eco lead with fish on the left.
But how big can the lead be, right? Because you need to kill all the other fishing ships as well to even have it as a lead. And Mr. Yo even thinks about landing. Already finished the barracks.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Yo knows he needs to take this to land in this game. And it is no wall mod. You can't house wall now. Like, don't forget about the fact it's no wall mod, people. Just because this has started off with water. They still... Oh, it's a forward barrack and a forward archery range!
Sneaky sneaker of all sneakers.
What?
How did he go there?
He just walked across. Viper can't wall. Wow, so the range is on this freaking shoreline, man. This is giving me memories. Bad memories at that, okay. Weird. Viper has no clue. His scout is at Yo's base. However, did he see the barracks, Nilly? He did see the barracks. So now he might come home to see if Yo has landed him.
Yeah, I think he will... It feels like more likely to scout the middle first. Maybe try to look at the right-hand side. That archer range is something I would never expect.
Yeah, exactly. Because Viper could scan to see where those are. Yo with his scout sees Viper's building a barracks now, so he knows that Viper has scouted his barracks at home, which means Yo's going into something on land. Viper's still looking, and he can't find it, and the water engagements will continue on the right. I really like the dock positions from Yo.
You can debate so much. Let's take a look now. Micro some back would be lovely.
That was bad micro.
Demo.
Yeah, really bad
Yo.
micro. Really bad micro from Yo. He will have 2 demos here in a moment, but Viper will now be prepared. Oof. Okay, I will lose 2. What? Only lose what? Wow. Yeah, Viper's gonna be loving that.
Extra HP really helping out there, not really taking care. It could have gone so much
Oh no!
better.
The archers from Yo attacked the house! And so now Viper can see the ranges are there. Well, this is a good opportunity for Mr. Yo, but everything just went wrong for him. He lost on water, he lost his scout, and he let Viper know what was up as Viper's building the house walls.
Oh god, blacksmith up there as well. Lovely defense here by the snake. And yeah, he has all the advantages now.
Yeah, has the fish, so he can surely make skirmishers and probably have a really good castle time behind this. It is on Yo to do something else. Or something more. Oh, Nilly, it's not looking good for Yo anywhere right now. The archers can't do damage. At least not yet. He is docking the left, but he's going to lose his right side. And Viper has been unthreatened with his fishing ships there.
So the thing is, the fish isn't that great. Yeah, we talked about deep fish, but well, you can count them on one hand.
Yeah. Yeah, so maybe this is where Yo starts to take advantage of the cheap farms. I'd like to see that for food eco. Viper with 2 skirmishers. If Yo wants to, he could micro down those skirms. There's no armor, and he does! Viper could be losing villagers here in a moment.
He pulls villagers against this one. Mr. Yo doesn't really want to take the fight. We'll get at least 2 villagers.
Yeah, 2 villagers. If he had food economy, I'd say he could go for more. Oh, Viper house walls! And it's just going to trap the archers in there. And the villagers are doing great damage. Oh my goodness, it might be no wall mod, but that doesn't mean you can't wall with villagers. That's worth it for Viper. Oh my goodness.
Oh, what a beautiful surround there. Hallelujah.
Yeah, that's why you eat your breakfast in the mornings, kids. A little bit bigger to block the enemy army when they arrive. Sheesh. And
Jeez, I never heard that from you before.
try and mix it up every now and then. Forward stable from Yo. Can Viper see that? He can. Alright. The thing is, Yo doesn't really have the food eco. A villager could go down nearly. This is really close. Oh man, I feel so bad for Yo because I love the idea to go forward. Alright, villager survives.
He just unleashes at the other side and yeah, just has them on stand ground instantly. It could have been so much better.
Yeah, Viper
And no
spotted the
archery.
dock too, so Yo added fish just to lose them. I guess not expecting that Viper was going to be docking elsewhere. So it's all about lands now for Yo, and he has been adding farms. Do you think it's a mistake from Viper to not add farm eco? Because he's relying on just fish, and as you said, there's not that many deep fish out there.
You had double berries here, and well, fish is still ticking in for him, right? So he
Okay.
eventually will go for it, but wood is really limited as well.
Yeah. Yo with good map control, and the scouts will start coming out now. I don't know how many he can afford, but Yo's only focus is now on the middle. That's something else. Viper's one of the fastest players, if not the fastest player, but he's still looking at many different areas right now. Or at least he was. As all of his attention will go to this area now. And he's slowly losing some villagers.
Oh, 2 against 13 land units here. It's looking problematic.
Viper also wants to take the stone. Is building a tower to protect his wood line. I'm not sure that he's going to be able to take the stone comfortably, Nilly.
Maybe he will try to leapfrog forward, but he has to get stone before that one. Yeah, just simply going for skirms. +1/+1 is just so strong on them. Galley helping out from the right-hand side.
Alright, Viper still no farms, but 600 food because of the fish. Close to the point where he might click up to the castle age, and I think that's what he wants to do to save himself here. Yeah, Yo tried his absolute best there, but Viper still protected the berries on the left. He's probably gonna get a tower up to protect the stone and probably going to click up to Castle Age, leaving Yo with no choice but to come forward, Nilly.
He's pulling some of the boys and girls here. The thing is, what is it really trying to achieve? Is it just a forward tower rush?
I think that's gotta be it, right? He's Teutons. Just notice that Yo is now getting double bit axe and now getting horse collar, which is some really big eco upgrades. And so that's not a good sign for him as Viper is on his way.
Absolutely, and Mass Stone, you know what that means. Organ Guns, he will be loving his life.
Yeah. Well, I think many players might use that food eco to go for knights. Viper, his name is Orjan, so he wants the Orjan guns. So, and honestly, of all the pro players, is Viper not the best with the organ guns? He's quite good with them.
How many players did you see play with them?
Viper. that's about
makes
it.
it easy for us, yeah.
Yeah. But I remember in some competitive situations he was able to get results with them. But that was back before DE. I can't say I've seen him use them too frequently. As Yo is going to take advantage of the fact that he can fit more units inside of his towers. He's doing what he can, Illy. The question is it going to be enough, as he still hasn't clicked up to the next stage.
Should be 9 arrows now against only 1, and we'll easily get that tower. Viper has enough stone though, and his map is so defensive in the back there.
Yep.
I think he should be fine with a very good castle.
Yeah, should be able to place the castle even next to the TC. And if he does that, I like it because it clears up those towers. But I don't even know if that's necessary for him. I love the redock villager from Viper on the left. Haven't talked about it, but has built that dock over there to stay on the deeper fish. Very important redock. And Yo is still going to try here because he is offensive, but he'll know that he's behind.
Would you have liked to see her build a stable there? I think a stable could have been so deadly against Viper. He's absolutely unprotected at home.
You think Yo build the stable where, sorry?
No, the Viper should have used the sneaky villager to build a stable at the top.
Oh, her. Okay, I wasn't sure what you meant. Yeah, I mean, more than anything, if he just went knights at home, he could clear up all the army from Yo. But yeah, I mean, a sneaky stable would be fantastic there. Yo's just hoping that he can apply enough pressure here where a Viper's never going to be able to get to his base. Unlikely that that's going to be the case, as Viper's castle will complete and the ranges will go down, the towers will go down, and Yo is desperate to click up, and I think he's about to. I think he's missing...
Mr. Yo could have stayed there a bit longer. The castle was at 65% with only one villager working for quite some time. Mr. Yo had enough army around this.
Maybe.
I think it would have been more annoying.
You know what's funny? If this was a standard game and not no wall mod, I think Yo would wall the sides. But that's why the stable idea didn't really come to mind, because it's not meta, as Viper loses some fish on the right. Like, whereas here, Yo's just gonna have to rely on towers. And I guess a few towers in the middle, if the game goes on for very long, might be good. Guard tower defense is actually a good play against organ guns, right?
I don't even know how their armor works. Let's take a look. If they have like 6 armor, it should be fine, and they have 4. Yeah. Guard tower should be really good.
Especially if he puts the archers inside. Does Viper have a transport on the left? That'd be pretty cool to see him transport across. Would save some time, certainly.
Let's see. I think the tower is like, without ballistics, you can technically just walk through, right?
Look at Yo's dock. He's gonna try and take Viper off of the fish. That's great. If it even goes up, I think it will. Wow, well calculated from Yo to not lose a single villager there.
He still has his starting dock, or his first sneaky dock as well there. Losing some fire gullies out of that one as well.
Oh yeah, I see that. What's Viper's economy looking like behind this? A few farms, nearly really heavy on stone still, so he doesn't have like the best wood, food, gold eco. It's just a lot of stone.
I'll be here nearly.
Maybe double castle organ guns, and then it's getting really tricky. I think then you kind of need to counter it by mass mangonels, but there's so much tougher to micro.
Yeah, I'm really not a fan as Yo builds a university in Viper's face. I'm not a fan of how Yo has used his archers or thrown away his archers here. I think it's just a misplay, but I would keep the archers inside the tower. And then Mr. Yo's just got a boom. Trying to redock, Viper sees it. Has the outposts all along the side, so at least if Viper goes for a counter, Yo will be aware of it. And Viper just using the organ guns to say, nope, you're not going to dock. This water's mine.
Yeah, neither player going for a second TC yet. Quite surprising to me, because it feels like we won't see any big fights pretty soon, so booming up is normally the normal answer.
Yeah. It would take Viper a lot to get to the other side, and Yo's actually, he's going to pull the Tato move. I remember back when I was trying to learn some island builds, Tato would have this build where he'd go FC with Italians and then snipe all the fishing ships. And so that's why I call it the Tato move, even though everyone does it, but I think all Yo wants to do is not win water, but clear out Viper's fish. Is this a fast imp from Viper?
Well, looking at his resources, it's an obvious yes. I didn't really see that coming.
He's going to go for Feitorias.
Bombard cannons.
I think he's going to go... It's Viper, right? So I think he's going to go fast imp into Feitoria.
Oh god. He's heavily on gold and heavily on stone.
Yeah.
The resources say yes.
Wow, Viper in game 2. It's hilarious to me. Viper loses Hunwar if he wins game 2 with Feitoria. It's just on paper it's so stupid that he would lose a Hunwar and then win with Feitoria, you know. But it's certainly one of the best fast imp plays you could go for, because generally fast imp eco is quite vulnerable and quite fragile. Whereas here Viper could get he's not going to have a lot of population anyways, so he could get a few of those up for resources, no problem.
Yeah, and especially like on the outside, resources are very limited. There are small wood lines, Viper chewed through half of his stone.
Yeah.
Victoria just feels really nice.
Yeah, and Viper is spending so much of his time, or excuse me, Yo is spending so much of his time trying to dock to take Viper off of fish, when I don't think fishing ships are really that big of a deal. As you stated earlier, Nilly. Like, Viper's eco is going to be Feitoria eco. And good luck rating that, Mr. Yo.
Yeah, I think it could have been big if Viper just decided, which he absolutely has in his arsenal, to go for 15, 20 fishing ships and just put massive amount of
Fish traps, right?
fish traps there.
Yep.
Maybe that was what Mr. Yo was scared.
Yeah, that's a very common thing from the snake. 2 castles now, producing the Orion guns, and now a castle from Yo. However, that castle's gonna hold the position. It's not gonna win him that position, because after chemistry is completed, Viper could make. I mean, it just seems like such a strong build. He could make bombard cannons to push that back, and he's gonna have a threat at Yo's base, and Yo is not fully walled yet. He needs to get a house behind that wood line.
Yeah, bombard cannons feel nice, but honestly, I think just getting some traps out could be the nice option, but first Feitorias coming in.
Okay, if Yo gets a demo on these organ guns, does he kill them in one shot? Or does he need more than one hit?
Yeah. A demo does 90 damage or something.
How sick would that be?
Out there.
Viper will see the dock and probably just shoot it down from range. And you said the Feitorias is going up for Viper. Yep. You can't raid those. So he's just going to build them in the back of his base. And he's going to get a trickle of resources. This is a unique building for the Portuguese.
It's even a real demo, not only a
I think
small feudal one. 110 damage,
Yeah.
but yeah, Oingan's simply out of the range.
I think he's trying to bait Viper into moving them closer. But nope, not going to happen. So, Feitorias take up 20 population space. They bring in a trickle of all resources, though it is very, very slow. Yo has been booming, so he has 40 more villagers. And he is going to click up soon, and he's just been going for tower defense, which I believe will hold until the bombard cannons come out, and they are coming out for Viper. So we actually have ourselves a pretty interesting game right now.
Mr. Yo's army is looking damn strong, but what is he really going for? Paladins feels very expensive.
Yeah.
SO not really an option.
I'd say Crenellation's castles would be the best thing, but I don't know if he's going to be able to research Crenellations before this castle in the middle falls. Because Nilly, if he's able to hold the mid, that's where most of the stone and gold is. Viper's just pressuring him so heavily right now, and Crenellations is pretty expensive. Maybe Yo with repairs could get there, and then that force... yeah, then Viper could make trebs though, right?
Oh, I was going crazy. Why is Viper not building a trap? He simply didn't see the castle yet there.
Oh, okay. Now it makes sense. I was just gonna say Viper could just make trebs. Oh, okay. And 2 castles for Yo. Yeah. I think Viper will see it now.
3 now.
Okay, 3, 1, 2, 3. 4 is not out of the question. I think after 4, you have to start thinking about land eco. Actually, I think 5 is what you should do max, competitively. But it leaves you with maybe 40 to 50 really strong military units, Nilly, and the question's going to be, are organ guns good enough?
I think with the one-dimensional push, they're absolutely out there, yes.
Right. Yo, building a monastery now. We'll need to repair that castle. How much does Crenellations cost? It's super expensive on stone and wood, right?
I think it's 450 stone.
Okay, 450 stone, which he does not have. Oh, we have fervor on the way. That's nice.
And redemption.
And redemption. So he wants to convert the bombard cannons. No masonry yet. That's something that I'm surprised isn't coming in. He doesn't have a university anymore. He's building a new university now because he lost it on the front. Oh no. Alright, so now chemistry, the first thing that Yo goes for. Do you agree with that? Going chemistry first, or do you think masonry would be priority number 1?
Well, the castle's falling most likely anyways, right? I think this is the typical spot where you just go double university setup. One for architecture, one for chemistry. It's such a small investment, and you have a strong economy.
Now, Viper will have the trebs now, so crenellations or no crenellations doesn't really matter. So I think Yo is realizing this is trouble for me. He's probably known this for a while. He just doesn't have military. He has 6 military. I think all of that except for this monk is on water.
What? Yes, conversion. And a good shot.
Yeah, and a really good shot. Better than he would have expected. The Viper will build a castle on the hill. He's actually researching Faith right now. Not an upgrade you see too frequently.
It's so incredibly expensive. Most of the time you try to, well, not allow yourself to get into that position. Most of the time it feels like Hassa might be the better option, but the Viper, he wants to play with his stylish units.
Yeah, I mean, 1,000 food, 500 gold, I think is the cost of Faith, which means it takes Yo a lot longer to get conversions. Yo is just relying on defense right now. He would not be able to stop these organ guns if they were to roll over to Yo's base.
So Yo also early guilds, something we rarely see. That's very, very interesting. It's floating a lot of food. Could get into all resources that he wants to.
Alright, snipes one of Viper's traps. He is delaying right now. And he's making stables in the back of his base and getting upgrades to go into Paladin. But he doesn't have a single knight right now. So if Viper pushes him, I mean, he's dead.
Yeah. Looking too pretty. And thing is, you feel like, okay, how much stone is Viper getting? Well, he still has 4 Feitorias now in the back as well. So he will get those resources in. He can just produce bombard cannons so nicely as well.
Yep. Yo did get a conversion. It took him longer. But still Viper remains with so much siege. And speaking of siege, here come the organ guns. Viper's even going for cannon galleon right now. All the Portuguese strengths. Water, organ guns, siege. All gunpowder from Viper.
Oh, Mr. Yo's holding that trap. Goes for the conversions and gets one. Gets...
It feels like 2 is about to come in.
I feel it as well. I feel it as well. And...
What?
No!
Oh my god, and Yo defends! He actually holds it for now. Unbelievable. Well, the population, if you look at the bottom left, is super deceiving, right? It says Viper's at 200, but he has 60 villagers and 38 military. So that means he has 5 Feitorias, right? Yeah, he's building his 5th. So he's at max pop. If Yo can get to Paladin, which he has the resources for, it's just the Cavalier's on the way. Is it possible for him here, Nearly? I feel like it... Well, we'll really get to see how good the updated melee is, because the melee pathfinding 2 months ago probably would have led me to say, no, it's not possible. The score is a lot closer than you would expect, and Viper, maybe he just needs to decide on not pushing the middle anymore, because he's had all this time to kill Mr. Yo, and he has not gone for it.
Finally, Arquebus for him on the way. Knight numbers, not that crazy high. But he's flying in with the upgrades. Gets the 2nd defense upgrade now. Not even sure if that makes a difference with 16 damage output units. Probably it does. Mr. Yo with a beautiful defense. Not a lot of side control for him, though.
Yeah, Paladin on the way, Nilly, for Mr. Yo. So if he can get enough, can he kill these organ guns? It's a lot of them. They're not elite, by the way. They're only regular organ guns with arquebus now, which means they're affected by ballistics. Cannon galleons could be pretty annoying. I think Yo's going to have to take a fight soon because he'll start losing the towers and start losing eco to more than just the land military.
Speaking of losing stuff, first castle goes down of the Viper in the center there. Is now 200 out of 190.
Oh wow, he needs to build houses. That's funny, and he's doing that. This has turned into a very interesting game. I can't wait for this, what could be the final fight. Yo should not fight before Paladin, but it's going to take so much time. And Paladin is in the forward stable, Nilly. So if Viper sees the stables and starts to take them out, we could have a doubt Paladin.
What does the Viper see? He doesn't even see a single stable yet. He has no idea. He sees so many villagers and he has no idea what's coming for him.
Oh man, that could be really bad. Paladin will be in shortly.
How do you engage this if you're Mr. Yo? Are you splitting your
spread formation and then you split, right? And you delete everything in the middle. Oh, here they come.
They're through the center.
They're not elite organ guns. They're not elite organ guns. Yo could clean this. I think Yo will clean this, right?
Oh, goes in so wild. It's very important for Mr. Yo that he does not allow the bombard cannons to get away. Those are 5 of the most expensive units in the game here. Paladins, oh, not the greatest angle, but still enough.
Improved melee pathfinding. Mr. Yo is in this game, and Viper's Feitorias are not going to be much for him. And also, oh, never mind. Viper defends that castle, which is really important. Yeah, Viper might need to be worried now. He's going to build a castle on the left of the castle he had in the mid. Mr. Yo could maybe use mobility and start raiding on the sides. I mean, the possibilities are endless when you have Paladin.
Ooh, and the center is now becoming so important because Mr. Yo, well, those are the spots where he can still find gold and wood. Paladin count looks so scary though.
Look at Viper's bombard cannons. Can he keep these bombard cannons alive? Can he has to make house walls, right?
Well, let's take a look. He's trying to jump with some villagers. Left hand side is walled off, right hand side blocked for now.
Oh no, the bombard cannons, Viper! It's no wall mod, and he tried the houses. He'll lose them, Nilly. Viper could be losing the game.
Well, he has 60 fewer villagers, 20 less military, and it's 20 pop ahead.
Which is just all due to the Feitorias. One of the weirdest stats you'll see. If Viper loses the castle on the left, that means Yo can take more gold, he can take more stone. Man, this game felt so over when Yo was pressuring forward and Viper was on his way to castle. It felt so unbelievably over.
Viper, if you have to... Well, he was lacking scouting, right?
Yeah.
He played a very slow unit that is suffering a lot if you send them out one by one. So he kept them together and... Ooh, now Mr. Yo right through the center even.
Alright, Mr. Yo, go kill the Feitorias with your paladins. Whoa, they have 6,000 HP? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, he has masonry and architecture.
That's
I think
sick.
they have 4.8 normally. No? Oh no, they have to have more.
Yeah.
5.2?
I didn't realize they were that strong. But yeah, rating the regular eco Viper is fine. If you guys were curious what other pros thought of Feitorias, MBL in the chat just said, Feitorias suck ass. So there you have it. This is right after 10 minutes ago, many people were talking about how they need to nerf Feitorias. So many varying opinions.
How many T90 series did MBL win?
1.
Okay.
He won. He played in the first one. It was MBL versus Vinch, which I think we'll do again, actually.
Ah, sweetie.
It was really good. And Viper is... He's behind in score. He's 13 military, Nilly. That's it. He can't afford to make military. And well, I should say, what he can't afford to make are the organ guns. He's not going to have the castles to make them soon. Just
look at the count of villagers also. 16 on wood, 12 on gold, 3 on stone, 1 villager on food.
The food count was doubled, right? When they nerfed it, or excuse me, buffed it a few months ago. So I actually think for food it's decent, but Portuguese don't make food units normally. It's like they might make Halb with the organ guns, which is really what Viper needed had he scouted the fact that Yo was going paladins. But Viper will lose another castle, and I feel like it almost feels like there's no way back for Viper now. Anything he does is going to get just slaughtered by paladins.
And that's a quarter of all his villagers going down there.
Yeah.
It was in the castle.
Wow. Oh man, Yo sending villagers to the left side. If he sees Viper has villas there, if he makes a few stables, it's like all of Viper's real economy. I don't think there's anything Viper can do to stop the incoming Treb Paladin push.
I don't think so either. It's like a third of the military, 100 villagers behind now.
Yeah. Sick eco from Mr. Yo, and just the presence he was able to take over the middle. If Viper loses this game, we might look back at the scouting Nilly and say Viper should have scouted the castle. He should have scouted that Paladin was coming in. There's other aspects of it, but Yo will take another Viper castle out. I think this will popcap Viper too. And if that's it, that's the nail in the coffin. GG!
Wow.
Teutons OP, man. Oh my goodness, we both said it, especially when there was a water map, that Portuguese should be better here. Viper went for the fast stimp to take map control, went for the organ guns. It all looked good. He had a 2,000 or 3,000 score lead, and Mr. Yo says, GG Viper, I'm up 2-0 now. That was incredible.
Yeah, pretty sick. And Chad was right. They just, okay, we will vote for the strongest civilization, and then we will lure Viper into suffering.
It was high IQ play from the people who voted for Portuguese because they knew Viper had to go for Portuguese. I got it. See, I think Viper, he probably went a little bit too far into the Feitoria play. But he decided on that very early because after he finished his first castle, I looked at his economy. He still had 12 on stone. So if he was going to play the standard, it would have been maybe 1 on stone and then adding TCs. So I think he could have pushed Yo faster, though. Nearly, would you agree? Like, it felt like he had 30 to 40 organ guns before Yo had even completed Cavalier, and Viper still wasn't pushing that main eco.
You already pointed out why he couldn't go, because he was lacking the elite upgrade, right? He only finished the elite upgrade, then went forward, so he actually had the timing, which kind of lined up with the timing that Mr. Yo needed at the same time as well.
Yeah, good point. Well, great game from both. Remember, all 7 games are played here, all right? And the big announcement comes after the next game. I'm looking at the eco here, because this is an interesting stat, seeing as Viper had 100 population space held up in Feitorias. He had way less food, he had more wood and more stone. And I think stone's the big one, because there's limited stone on most maps, so you're gonna get a lot of stone income with Feitorias, but I don't think the food and gold income is all that impressive compared to the boom from Yo.